Okay then, ladies and gents. Well, even more has come out, hasn't it? Old Philip Schofield. Yesterday, after delivering more of his truths, his own truths, we now are told that yes, he has had a gay affair with a person a lot younger than him. It's a pity, isn't it, in 2020 when he came out on the sofa with his good pal there, old Holly, who cradled him and mentioned she'd never been more proud of him. He decided to tell the truth because he couldn't sleep. It was affecting his sleep, it was affecting his life. He needed to tell his truth after watching lots of his guests tell the truth on the sofa and be honest with the world. He felt he should as well. Isn't it a shame he didn't do the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Isn't it a shame he didn't tell us it all in 2020? He was about to be exposed then, so he had to quickly say he was gay after a quick press statement. I'm pretty sure that there were stories to come out this weekend and early next week in the press about his affair and with whoever it may have been, so he felt he had to again tell episode 2 of his truth. We don't know who the boy is. It could be this. Is it? I don't want to say his last name because I don't want to upset the lad even further. He's not complicit in all of this. It's a Matthew. I read today that there's another boy, an Irish boy, another young boy, who also he got work for, I think, on this morning and moved again to Loose Women. I don't know why he moves all his boys to Loose Women, but he did, I believe. Don't know which boy it is, but it is a boy. Whether the boy is old enough to be classed as a man, I don't know yet. Mr. Schofield says he is, but I'm sure we're going to find out more. The surprising thing from this, or one of the many surprising things, but the surprising thing for me is when he left Loose Women only a week or so ago, the terms were that he had to still host the Soap Awards, he had to still host Dancing on Ice, and that they were also going to find another vehicle for him in which to star. Because he didn't want to be moved away from Loose Women, but he said, you move me away, I'll walk, but I want these things in return. So he's gone from holding their arms up the back and telling them he wants extra shows to now saying he doesn't only admit to having an affair with a younger persons, but he also is quitting ITV completely. Now, I did hear rumours a week or so ago that Channel 5 were after him. That may still be the case. I'm sure when the extra news comes out in the newspapers and the real stories behind these revelations yesterday, I'm sure it won't be the case. If somebody was to say to me, do I think Schofield will ever appear on TV again? I would say probably no. In fact, if somebody was to say to me, and I'm not advocating this, I'm not asking for this, I promise I'm not, but the furore is going to be so bad from this, his reputation and everything else is going to be so bad from this, this what he's done to his wife and his family from this, it's just horrendously bad. Now things are coming out. If somebody was to say to me in weeks or months' time that Schofield has has topped himself, I for one wouldn't be surprised. I would be more surprised if we were to see him on our TV again than if he killed himself. I really, really would. I think it's going to get a whole lot worse. Now, he says he's not had relations with a minor. That's as may be, but I'm not certain yet that that is the case. If all intents and if everything is correct that we hear, this minor as was anything between 10 and 12 when Schofield first met him in a repertory theatre. He quickly brought him down to London to show him around the studios and how things worked in TV, because this young lad, this Matthew, wanted to get into TV. I think he brought him very, very, very young to do his first lot of work behind the scenes at this morning. If this lad is the lad that he's been hanging out with or of, it's not the way to do things, is it? Not only would Schofield probably have been at least 30 years his senior, but people in power shouldn't use that power to impress young children and to, I don't know how to say it, get it on with young children, should they? They just shouldn't do that. Schofield obviously has. Do I feel sorry for anybody? I certainly don't for Schofield. Do I for the young lad, whoever it may be? Yes, I do. He's been groomed. Whatever age he was at the time, he's been groomed. He's been groomed with the bright lights of London and a job on TV, however lonely it may be. I've seen some of his bits and pieces done on the internet yesterday with Philip and also with Holly and with Eamon and Ruth, he didn't look natural in front of the camera to me. I don't think he was ever going to be a presenter. I don't think he would ever have got anywhere from what I've seen. I don't know if the things that I've seen were screen tests, but I think if they were, he'd be lucky to have even got them. That's obviously down to Schofield himself. I just think that whole thing stinks, and I think there's going to be more. I do think there's going to be more, a lot more. I was speaking to somebody on yesterday, day before, who was telling me that they know of a time when old Schof, as he calls himself, was on a cruise ship and got off with a young male dancer a few years ago now. I don't know how many years ago that was. Don't know how many years ago he was friendly with this Matthew. I believe he brought him over to TV. I first met him, I think, the very early 1990s or late 1980s, but I believe he brought him over to TV. What did I read? Was it about 2012, 2013? A good 10, 11 years ago. You know, he's now admitted to being with a young boy. He's not saying his age, but you've got to ask what year did he start. And as I say, you've got to ask what part old Holly's played in it. How much has she known? How long has she known for? Why did she not tell? Anyway, more about her on my next one. But the whole thing is really sordid. It's really bad. Whatever age these young boys were, I feel extremely sorry for Schofield's wife. I really do. And his children. You know, the fact he's lived a lie all his life and married and had children, I don't get. I've said that in an earlier video. I think it's wrong. That said, had he not have done that, I believe he's got 2 lovely children, brought 2 lovely kiddies into the world. They wouldn't have been here. But I wonder how they must feel now, hearing all this about the dad. He's certainly not the bright light, the shining star that he would always believe, is he? That I'm sure they thought he was. What a great shame for the wife and kids. And his mother, as I said yesterday. But no, I don't think we're ever going to see Schofield again. I really don't. Let's just hope, they do say it's the day, that he has said he's got no super injunctions out. He's got no injunctions out. But we believe there's still one there over an entertainer. As I said yesterday with the bit of old Vanessa Feltz and Kevin, was it O'Sullivan? They say they both know somebody really high up in TV and really high up who is molesting people, whether they be women, children, I don't know what age they're going to be, but they know about 2 people. Let's get the names out there. This should be the tip of the iceberg. Everybody in TV and media now that's been doing these things over the years, we need to know about them all. Let's get it all sorted now. This could be the catalyst to wiping them all off the face of the earth, getting them off our TV screens. Okay? Bye for now.